Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nik Hamidi. I'm from group Alwasi. For now, I represent my group to present about the case study. But before I go through the coding first, I will let my friend Umar to explain about the question.
So the questions that we have, the scenario for our question is that we have 5 counter and that counter will open for 5 minutes and less. So a user can go to the counter, and when they use it more than 5 minutes, the counter will automatically kick the user.
Okay, to solve this question, first of all, we have to create a counter first. Where in this coding, I set the counter in an array so that uh, it will automatically can be entered by the customer in the run. Okay, so this is the counter I created. Next, we also need a customer. So I just write random name for the customer. So this customer will occupy the counter later on. Okay, so uh, to make the counter run efficiently, I make a while loop so that the counter will loop over and over again. Okay, so in this loop, we will look at the if else statement. It stated that if counter I is equal to 0, which means that if the current counter is equal to 0 or no customer are using that counter, and then it will set this counter to the new customer name where I get the name randomly using method and then the console will log the counter. It will display the counter. And else, if the counter is occupied, it will set that counter to 0 back, but after the set timeout occur, which means that here I use a variable name called counter time ran, where I initialize it as uh, a random met function where I initialize the queue time in 4 different seconds, which is as Omar said, the question stated that if the customer use that counter more than 5 minutes, more than 5 seconds, it will automatically kick the counter back. So here I stated 4 different time to randomly picked by the customer at the particular counter. So here I call the counter run. This means that when the set time out is run out, it will let the current counter is equal to 0, which means no customer. And then I use this increment to go through all the index in the counter array. And therefore, if I run, it will goes like this. Okay, as you can see, the loop is working well, and then but we can't see really quite well because the timer is only 4 seconds. So uh, if we go through slowly, it shows that the counter is occupied and not occupied at the same time. So I think that's all from us, and that's all. Thank you.